In this account, I'm going to explain kingdom versus kingdom recruitment. This is a major tactic used to win the KVK. Let's pretend that I represent Kingdom 2929, which is the rising star, so we're already doing well. So until the start of Season 2, governors with more than 10 million power cannot migrate to the top 25% of kingdoms in the region. So, we can only recruit people below 10 million. If I was representing 2931, then I could get people up to 25 million, or try and recruit people up to 25 million. The first thing you're going to need as a recruiter for 2929 would be a marker. Now, as it happens, I have a marker. So in 2919 here, I have a brand new account. So let's go there first and get the ID number of our marker. Where are we? So this account was made in 2919, which means it could emigrate 10 kingdoms forward to 2929. What we're interested in though is the ID number. So we go here and we write that down. So 138164712. So in principle, anybody with an ID number greater than that will be able to immigrate to the kingdom I'm representing, which for this example is 2929. So let's go back into management and let's pick a player from 2922, which is my 1.5 million account, where I got the lotus skin. So let's pretend for a moment that obviously this is my main account. It's not. I've given up on this account, but let's pretend this was my main account and I'm on 1.5 million and the recruiter contacts me and says, look, 1.5 million is nothing on your current kingdom. You can't join the top alliance. You're behind. But what you could do is come to my kingdom, where you would catch up, or you may be able to then join the top alliance. So where's 29? Sorry. So 2929. So if I press on there, you'll see that this account could emigrate there. So although I'm well behind on my kingdom, because I wasn't a jumper, I can use that the time I had as not being a jumper to move forward to their kingdom. So let's have a look at the so if you look at the ID, it's 1383119 38311. Actually, it's a little older than the marker account because I must have made this before. But what we can now use is use the ID number as a guide to those that we can invite. Does that make sense? So we now go to rankings, into alliance power, individual power. Click on the person. Now they are 138357, which means they would be able to emigrate to our kingdom. But because their power is 47 million, they're above the cap. So all of these people are above the cap. So if we start here, so this person is 1385, so they are able to emigrate. So we go to the chat, you say, hello, can I ask you a question? But they're not talking. So we carry on down. 137, that means that they were a jumper, so they couldn't come. 137's a jumper. Right, this person wasn't would be able to emigrate by going by their ID number. So we could say hello to them. But if we keep going, I think here we are. Let's try this guy here. So 138378. So he was probably created in this kingdom, which means he could emigrate forward to the one I'm recruiting for. He's got 6 million power, which would get him straight into the top alliance and make him one of the top 10 players. So we go into the chat and we go, can I ask you a question? Sure. Were you a jumper account? And then he said, yes, I started here. And then I just went, wow, your power's amazing. Thank you. In fact, and I said, no need to reply. And I know the king of, well, I believe this is going to be the future king of this kingdom that I'm using as an example. But obviously, I didn't want to recruit him. I'm just doing this as an example. So he said, but what I would have done is said, look, you started here. Did you know your 10 days, you have a 10-day advantage you could use? If you come to 2929, not only would you become one of the top accounts, you would go 10 days back and be able to become much more powerful. So this guy would be a good recruitment option. But as I say, then you would carry on down. So this was a jumper. You see the ID 13779. What you have to be careful of though is I'm doing this from an account that's 1.5 million and level 16 or 17. You need to be very careful that you don't, if you chat too much or try to chat too much from a low account to high power accounts, you will eventually get your chat cut off. So it's worthwhile that if you're making a scout account that you would have to get the account to maybe level 10 or certainly to level 7. I don't think you can even chat to people until level 7. So just be aware of that. I think you need to be level 8 to see the rankings. So I hope this explanation helps somebody that's looking to recruit for their kingdom. Obviously, it's a huge part of winning KVK. It's done by recruitment, as to recruit somebody with 20 million power is a lot easier than killing T4s or the equivalent of 20 million power. And, well, this is really how KVKs are won. Now, it's worth, though, so if we go back to my main kingdom for a moment. So I don't actually have a proper account in 2929 that I was using for the example, but if we go to where I am now, 2931, it can also be useful to put a package together. So what you want is to be able to offer something. So not many people know this, but when you migrate, you get to recount the monument, which would tend to be about 5,000 gems and a load of gold keys. But also, they'll be able to redo holy sites or passes. So let's say you were to successfully recruit somebody. You say, look, we're the top alliance and we have 1, 2, 3, 4. If they jump the wall there, it could be 5 pass 2s, which is a ginormous boost, plus the 5,000 gems you'd get from the monument. So you'd be offering them to come and get the pass 2s with you would be a huge reward, almost bigger than getting the Lost Kingdom, to be honest, if you add it up. And they would also have the advantage that they'd be able to get the pass 2s on their kingdom, then come to you and get this massive incentive. So keep this in mind. It's a lot of work. It's really at the high end. It's a bit of the dark arts, really, of how you win KVK. But I hope this helps somebody. Also, it might help you not to spam people. That if you understand about who can and can't emigrate to you, I hope this will be useful. Thanks for watching.